Well, welcome to my messy garage, man cave, whatever you want to call it. My broken glasses with the tape on them. Before y'all call me out on that. I've been to Pearl and I've got glasses coming. So this is going to be more or less a channel update. I haven't had my face on the camera too much. Still recuperating from the fall. I've got boo-boos everywhere. My eyes healed up pretty good though. Anyway, channel update. I got a ton of stuff in my mind I got to get on the camera. And it's just taken me forever to do that, and I apologize. I just dropped the ball on Gun Day Sunday. I even see that Lefty EDC is now doing gun stuff on his channel. I always thought the guy was a smart guy and knew a lot about knives, because I'm the dummy when it comes to knives. But now guns, he doesn't have me. And he had a staccato, which is like major Uno money. I mean, major Uno money. Fancy belt, fancy mags, fancy everything. Well, he's got a lot to learn. That's all I gotta say. I'll leave it at that. I'll pull out some of my fancy guns. We'll go head to head with him. I think I can pull out a few more. But he's got me beat on the knives, and I'm just picking at him. The other person I'm gonna pick at is HTEDC. Buddy, I hope you're doing well. I have a big thing I want to do on the big knives. I just got 2 in here on mail call. I think there's 2. I know there's at least 3 coming, but I've got 2 for the mail call, and I'm gonna add that to this video. So y'all get to see that here today as a bonus round. So I'm going to do a mail call while we're also doing the channel update. I've gotten in love with these Parkers, and I've toasted the marshmallows on the side of the Stag on every damn one of them I got nearly. I've got to come back and sand them a little bit and prep them with some wax and some flits. I just haven't had the time to get in here. You see my reloader over here. I want to get that going. My toy box back there. I got returns over here. You see my blue screen over there for my other setup. I feel like I'm just not going to get any of it done. My endurance is 0, and I hope the doctors can figure out why. I even practiced my hand, and I looked for the knife and I can't find it for jimping on the blade, and I did a pretty damn good job for my first go around. Actually, I know where that knife's at. Hang on, right here. I took one of the cheapest knockoff knives I had. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not, and I don't know if they're dark because there's somebody at the door. Hey. So at any rate, I don't know how well you guys can see that. Jimping is a little small for my liking, but on a little knife like this, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. My thumb couldn't move if it wanted to. I got it fairly even, pretty nice. I'm really happy for my first effort. Like I said, I don't know how good you guys can see that or not, but it doesn't matter. But apparently, I did not know this, there is such a thing as a jimping file, and you get different size depending upon what file you buy, and it's relatively easy, so I'll leave it at that. So that's coming down the pike. We're going to do mail call. I got one more thing. Buck knives. I have found more bucks around my house than you can shake a stick at, and this is one of them. I don't remember what model this is, but at any rate, it's not an expensive knife. It's about a $30 knife, but it is a USA knife based on the date code on here. I'm going to do a whole thing on all the buck knives I've got in my collection I didn't even know I had. What's the other thing? Oh, I've got my Stroff TS Stroff sharpening system. I put a edge on this buck. Was the first one I ran across it, and it's screaming blade on there. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Hush up. So I've got that coming up where I'm going to take this old Cricut of mine that I've had forever, and I love this knife. I do everything with this knife. This knife is the cheap chip. Really? Do we need to be doing all that noise? Seriously? People are trying to listen. Chill. So at any rate, this is a pretty cool knife. This is a Vortex, and it's called the Cricut. I love this knife. Use it all the time. So I'm going to put you guys down to the overhead view, and we're going to open. I've got one open already. I couldn't wait, and then we'll open the other two. Okay, we're back. Got to adjust some stuff. I've got a hot mess going on. Look at this sheath. She's a little dirty. I'm going to saddle soap her. This is a bonus. I didn't realize I was getting this until they added it to their listing a few days into the auction. You boys know what this is? Any idea? She's going to take some sanding and cleaning and some love. Any ideas out there, boys and girls? Can anybody see that? I don't know if you can or not. I'm holding it right. Well, that's a Western. And I love the Westerns. I don't know how many I've got now. This is the first one I've got of the hunter style. She needs some love. She's going to go in some mineral oil here soon. This blade is completely rusted up. But I say she's pretty old. What do y'all say? I don't know if this is Delrin or Stag. Somebody in the audience maybe can tell me. Looks like somebody's. I may have put some oil on her already, but it was a bonus to get the sheath with it. I'm pretty tickled about that. All right, little package first. I think I know what this one is. I think this is going to be the Case Hunter. I hope, anyway. One of them's going to be, I know that. How about that? I hate this much wrap. I don't go to this extreme, guys, when I ship y'all stuff. It's got a reasonable amount on there to keep your stuff safe. But other than that, I can do without all this damn tape. Just wrap it in bubble wrap. It's not going to come apart on you. That looks just about like this one, doesn't it, boys and girls? But it's got case on it, and it's much shinier. Uh-huh. What year are y'all thinking? Well, that's going to be a hard one for me to open with my nails. Woo! It's going to be a challenge. And I don't want to booger it up with a pair of pliers. That's a little harder than I thought it was going to be. Let me put a piece of tape on there. Well, she is tight. All right. What do we got here? Lightning bolt. Well, we know we're not going to be able to see that. So let's go ahead and get the microscope out. Get it where you guys can perhaps see it. There she is. Lightning bolt S's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Case XS 10. What does that make that, guys? I got a card somewhere here. And we got, because I can't see, case lightning bolts. X's. decide. That one. Or is it that one? It's that one. So that one is the 80s. So that would make that a 1980, I'm thinking. Do y'all agree with that? In beautiful shape. I'm pretty happy with that. Paid a little up for it, but it was mint, which makes it very challenging to open. I can't read that either. I'm not even gonna pretend like I can. She's clean though. It's a little bulge or something going on down there. I don't have anything really to jig at it. Ugh. What is that? Boys and girls, that's a nasty in there. You're not gonna believe what's in there. It's some type of inspected by, and the other half's torn away. So there was something down in there. You never know, right? She's got snap all day long too. Alright, so what do we got over here? I think this might be my Zippo. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Got here quick if it is. I mean real quick. From Arizona. Gary Simone. Let's see here. I can never get these bags open. It saved my life. I think this is going to be what I think it is, hopefully. I didn't realize it was going to be in this tin and everything. Ooh, look at that. Boys and girls, this is new in the wrapper. I don't even know what year this is. Well, son of a gun. Well, I bought this thinking it was a Zippo, and it is not. Well, shoot. I guess it would pay for me to read the descriptions, wouldn't it? I can't even make that out too good. F-A... can't tell. F-A-R-T-T something? I can't tell. Alright, so I screwed up. Sorta. This is my dad's Army emblem. 101st Airborne. It looks just like a Zippo to me. Although I know it's not. Let's see what it says in there. I can't read any of that, guys. I apologize. Well, I've learned my lesson. I got to pay attention. This is built just like a Zippo, but it's not one. But you know, guys, I'm okay with that. I bought it for the emblem more than for it being a Zippo. So I'm not going to complain. I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm real okay with it. Now I got to shine it up. That can still be displayed somewhere for my dad's sake. Well, that's all I got. Anyway, just kind of be on the lookout for some new stuff coming down the pike. A couple things. One is I've got a bunch of little baby knives over here to clean. Second thing is that big knife here has got to be cleaned. I want to do a video on it, and it's going to take a while, and it's just got gunk in it everywhere. But they're very similar, but not. You know what I mean? Actually, that one's got some staining right there itself, like it's tarnished. Y'all see that? I don't know if that's going to come off or not. Let's see here. I had my cleaning stuff out earlier. I was doing some stuff. I don't even have a rag here to put it on with some. Yeah, I do. Let's see if some of this will polish that up. I don't want to use that. That's old as crap. Look at that lid. I bought a new bottle, and I found this in the garage out here. Say garage. I can go in the garbage. It's nasty. This should be nice and clear. And you got a cap on it. Nothing's easy, is it, guys? Cap. I'm getting sidetracked here real easy, as you can tell. Alright, let's see if we can. I may have to take some steel wool to that. It's almost like the nickel plating never got plated there. It's not a big deal. Once I get it sanded down and everything, and we'll see what it does. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. I wasn't planning on doing that. I may not go into the depth cleaning on that, on this. I think I'd be deterring from the knife if I start mucking with it too much. But anyway, the other thing that I had that I think is going to be interesting, that you guys need to be on the lookout for, I've got my case knife collection in a show box that I'm going to take apart and put back up in to their boxes that they belong in. New old stock. I've started and I decided, well, I'm going to make a video out of it, and then you guys can see. But to give you some kind of idea, that's new stuff there. I've got them in another box, but they're, I think, from the 80s. So we'll see. I got a lot of Texas toothpicks and things of that nature. So at any rate, we're going to wrap the video up here and try to keep from getting sidetracked, but that's a little annoying. I don't remember seeing that in any of the pictures being pointed out as a flaw, but I still love the knife. You guys have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like, and give me some watch hours. I need them.